Hello, Friars, and welcome back to your latest edition of your Friars Golf Club Insider. I'm Lauren Thompson, and I've got exciting updates from all the Friars goings-on, so let's get right into it. First, a look back as 50 Friars gathered together on Florida's First Coast and the home of the PGA Tour for our 2023 Club Championship. This is the crown jewel of the Friar calendar, so thank goodness we had 4 days of great weather, lots of fun, and some serious competition. We kicked things off with a par 3 skins game at the Yards. No skins were won, but lots of beers and White Claws were consumed. No shocker there. Our opening party took place at Allison Pete's on the back deck of TPC Sawgrass. We fired shots into the night air at the tiny floating hole without much success. Some Friars were perhaps overserved as they happily took advantage of the mobile IV service we provided Friday morning before round 1. Later, Keo was seen sharing the healing powers of his Theragun with Billy Moore. Ian's IV must have done the trick as 4 hours later, perhaps the most famous shot in our 30-year history was fired. An ace on the 13th hole at TPC Sawgrass, Ian's first. We all celebrated together in style with a huge bar tab and lots of new friends. Ian continued the celebration for 3 straight days, and his good play continued as he won his flight and fared well in the shootout. So remember, proper hydration is key to peak performance. The competition took place over 3 rounds, 2 at the Players Stadium and 1 on Dyes Valley. The points race in the 10 flights was tight, with many coming down to a few putts. In the end, though, the following Friars came out victorious in their flights: Mark Cook, Kevin Callister, Seamus McGill, Ian Marks, Frank Grace, Dan Luton, defending champ Kevin Lewis, Mike Ray, Chris Yalanis, and Ryan Sawyers. In addition, 4 wildcards qualified by being high point getters: Justin Fraley, Hunter O'Mahony, Keo Kim, and Ron Pisani. The shootout featured lots of shots, both good and bad, and a few clutch putts under pressure. But in the end, pure talent prevailed. Justin Fraley put on a show on Sunday, carding 8 birdies in 20 holes, including birdieing both holes in the shootout. Unfortunately, Justin had a flight to catch and missed the ceremony at TPC Clubhouse. So here he is at home with his trophy. The robe is in the mail. Great playing, champ. Our closing party was one of the best in recent memory. We had a great spread of food. We were joined by our new friends from Kerr Cellars, who provided the wine for the evening. The dinner was hosted at the clubhouse in the very room where Tiger Woods cried and made his famous apology for, well, let's just say, his love of breakfast at Perkins. We recognized all of our winners, including closest to the pin winners Barry Goodman, Charlie Rest in Peace Graves, and Wendy Moore. But the highlight of the night was bestowed upon a very special Friar. Art Porcelli, Ponte Vedra native and Friar 2020 club member, was honored as our next Friar Club captain. Now, this is an honorary and unpaid position that requires him to make toasts while wearing the Friars smock, which I must say fits him perfectly. Next year's championship will be at Kiowa Island Resort, and we cannot wait to see all of you there. So from championships to charities, a big thanks to all of you who have donated to your fellow Friars taking on the 100-hole hike challenge for youth on course, and to those who have donated golf experiences for their annual auction. Well, now it's time for the rest of you to bid on these incredible experiences, including Pebble Beach, Medina, Congressional, Prairie Dunes, and many more top-notch courses. The auction opens on November 12th, and it runs through midnight on November 15th. This would make an incredible gift for the holiday season for your golfing friends and family. Best of luck with all of your bids. Now, speaking of top-notch golf experiences, we have another one lined up for you at next year's summer solstice. What better place to celebrate the longest day of the year and the kickoff to summer than coastal Maine? We have 4 days and 3 nights of fun lined up for you at the 4-star Samoset Resort in Rockport, Maine. Expect lots of lobster and great coastal golf. We'll even have an off-campus surprise, too, something to look forward to. We've got a coach picking us up on Saturday to take us to nearby Belgrade Lakes, the #1 course in the state, courtesy of Friar Eric Rizzo. This will be a real treat. It would also be the perfect destination for non-golfing spouses as well, who could spend time exploring the coast, the culture, the food that makes Maine oh so special. Head to the Friars app or website to sign up now. But ladies and gentlemen, for the time being, spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of friardom, the thrill of a 4-foot gimme, and the agony of a shank, the human drama of athletic competition, this is Friars in the Wild. We start things off across the pond in Dublin and Knightsbrook Golf Club, where Friar Alan Codd's tyrannical captaincy has ended, not in a bloody coup, but with a formal celebration for all of Alan's hard work. He is seen here being presented with a Friars flag that the team sent along to recognize him on his special day. Cheers to you, Alan. Next, we stay in Europe with a story that you really can only get with the Friars. Friar Peter Buscemi was on a tour of Spain with his wife, Judy. He checks into the Marbella Club Hotel and notices lots of men and women dressed head to toe in American flag outfits. This seems odd, so Peter investigates and finds that he is at the home hotel for a group of touring Americans there to watch the Solheim Cup. The tour, of course, is run by Celtic Golf, whose head man is Friar Greg O'Mahony. Peter reaches out to Greg to say hello and maybe have a drink. He is scheduled to tour Granada and Alhambra Palace the next day. As luck would have it, their tour guide contacted them saying there was a mishap and would have to cancel. So Peter and Judy became unintentional VIP guests for the final round of the Solheim Cup. As we always say, Friars are everywhere. RTJ Golf Club in Gainesville, Virginia is the site of the next Solheim Cup, but for now, it's welcoming the likes of Friars consigliere Jeff Renzulli, who hosted Friars Quan Quo and Michael Jew. Next, we head to Columbus, Ohio, where Friar PGA Ambassador Scott Pollock's charmed summer just keeps getting better. Seen here recording another hole-in-one at Jack's home, Muirfield Village. Maybe this is the Buckeyes' year. Meanwhile, in a Connecticut casino, Friar Tom Graham, a.k.a. the Norwegian Cracker, ran into the legendary John Daly. Presumably, they are discussing who has the longer backswing or perhaps who drinks more Diet Cokes. The competition could be stiff. In Maryland, the reign of Alex Hoshier continues. This time, a duo of Hoshiers, Alex and Father Joseph, won their flight named after the famous golfer David Love. In the shootout, the old man had a trick up his sleeve as he stuffed his approach shot to a foot, leading to a winning birdie putt. So congratulations to you both. Next, we head to Ponte Vedra Beach, where Friars Art Porcelli, Ron Pisani, and Keo Kim are seen modeling the latest in Make Golf Fun Again apparel, courtesy of the infamous Lock Kyle. Looking good, fellas. Staying in Florida, after wrapping up the club championship, new Friars Duran Hurley and Mark Cook joined Friar Executive Director Don Bostic on the pickleball court at Atlantic Beach, where they showcased some serious skills. And finally, we end with another pastime that involves silly clothes and drinking. That would be bowling, of course. Pictured here is a fearsome team featuring Friars Mark Yost Jr. and Kevin Gallons looking dapper in their uniforms. And there's no better way to wrap up this edition of your Friars Golf Club Insider. I'm Lauren Thompson with your monthly reminder, don't be a you-know-what.